Wifey TV channel presents Bla Bla Bla, the live show. C'est bon. With your hosts, Stephanie and Marjo.
Hi guys, and welcome to the set of the Bla Bla, the live show. We're really happy and really excited to welcome you this time again, as it's going to be an incredible, very special and soulful show. There's a lot of releases that are coming up that we're going to announce to you, and there's a very special project that the band is finally going to announce, which is something that's very close to their heart. And let me tell you, and they've been so excited about this, been talking about this for a while now, and of course, they're gonna have a special live performance. It's official. So guys, make sure you be there, make sure you don't miss anything of what's gonna be said, because let me tell you, there's a lot of information and a lot of incredible things going on.
Actually, Stephanie, everybody's ready home. We have people coming from down under Australia this morning, Ghana, Africa, of course, Germany, UK, France, and we've got translation on the chat for you guys in French, Japanese, Russian, and German this morning. So feel free to join the chat as well, because it's the way you can just jump in and try and win the special contest.
We have another special contest for you that we're going to announce a little later on the show. But, well, let's start this, and let's welcome the band members on the set.
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
Hello. Hi everyone.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can we call this a morning?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Good morning, Japan. Good afternoon, Europe, and good evening, Japan.
How are you guys doing?
Very good.
Happy to be here?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's funny, we were backstage, we said, well, it's already
a month ago.
Blah, blah, blah. Everything went so fast.
Didn't see time go by.
Well, time.
What?
Are we already in the next blah, blah, blah right now? This is how I feel.
We're in 2011, right?
2010, sorry about this.
Okay.
I used too much my space machine, you know?
Yeah.
Go back on.
I think it's eating too much of your special cereals.
Yeah, I'll talk to myself in the future about this.
This matter.
But thank you very much for being here. It's going to be an incredible show, as you have a lot of things to announce, to present to us.
Yeah, we do have.
To Alex's great pleasure and
today
excitement.
He's probably very excited.
Just probably a little stressed right now.
Yeah, because before the show I said, okay, so I can talk about this, and then said, no, not this. Okay.
Already.
And then after that, and then we had like a little briefing. Okay, so everybody said, yeah, so I can talk about this. No, we can't. So we'll see what I will say.
I need to put on the list on the backstage on the wall. Do not talk about it.
Big X's, you know?
So if you hear some censorship during the blah blah, well, it's probably because of what Alex is not supposed to say.
Now you do understand why there's some reruns. They're editing it.
We're cutting parts.
So yeah, I'm very excited, and then after I'm like drinking coffee, and then the scene after, I'm just like, yeah, and then no more coffee. Everything is so...
I was very excited about the it's very intense how I lived it. What are you talking about?
But we're really happy to see you, and we have a special drink.
Yes, actually, I wanted to show everybody that this is something we do actually quite often these past weeks. The band together, it's funny how we do it. We send ourselves like emails, like somebody's inviting the rest of the band. We say, okay, this time, this place. Usually it's in our coffee. At this time, come and we're gonna have a time together. We're having a little drink and a little something to eat all together, just for the reason that we're friends and we're happy to be together, enjoying every moment. So this morning, guys, I wanted to, Stephanie and I wanted to have a drink as we are now used to.
Fact that there's like a
there's a different one.
And actually, this is not special for the Bla Bla Bla. This is always like that. Steph has his own. He requires actually his own special drink. So we always try to.
So that's why he's not invited very often.
And
he's coming with a big luggage.
When I'm there, brother, it's really spicy, man.
Yeah.
Well, you should try it actually, man.
And what's important to know is that every time we're sending emails to invite each other, there's always a special message for Seth
just to make sure that he's
just to remember that he remembers who we are, where it's gonna be,
and why.
Why the reason why we're doing it.
But it's really cool to see that, only to be able to take the time to celebrate the fact of simply being together. And this is something we've done, all the band and the crew together, when we had special announcements to do, when we had good news, when we just wanted to spend time together, just wanted to do something special.
It's Monday, let's celebrate.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Just to turn something that could be a moment like any other into something that will turn into eternity. And I think that with the ceremony and Jubilation themed year that started since June fits totally perfectly with everything we're living right now.
I think it's very important for us just to to gear ourselves towards that very special moment when we can share all together and we can be, it's so fragile, always. Not necessarily like relationships, but that spirit that we want to, just to share and to feed ourselves with. So this is very important, and when there's like always a little something, it's very funny, and you can see when it's like Moo's inviting, so you know that it's going to be very, very special as well. He's a very nice cook. Nobody knows a whole lot about Moose. He's very quiet. He's the quiet guy. No wonder why he's always like smashing the drums.
You are very quiet. That's
He's the Meg White of the band. Never talking.
But don't ask him, to make barbecue steak.
No, he's gonna end up like this.
He redeemed himself.
Last time was delicious.
It's in 2007, I think. Was the last time he was allowed
to use a barbecue.
I was still freaking remember, man. We had to go in the dentist after that. We were stuck between the teeth,
You redeem yourself,
You
brother.
could just have used a toothbrush, man.
No, but it's really cool to see you like that and to be able to share these moments.
He doesn't have to use toothbrush. He's just like remove and some solution.
A little bit of a polybent.
Just buying a cup by the side. Hello.
That's
Sorry.
special.
What a problem.
Yeah.
But no, to be able to live those moments together, to be able to share these with the people at home that are a big part of these moments as well.
Yeah, of course,
And I like for people to see a little video of a few things that happened during those special times, the band together, and only simple moments that could have been like any others, but that turned into eternity as well. So let's have a look at this.
C'est l'heure maintenant de défendre notre terre. Contre une armée de civils prête à croiser le fer. Tout comme c'est que c'est l'heure du retour devant venir. Pour invoquer les dieux afin de se maintenir. En vrai c'est de prière avec mes frères sans père et tas de zèle. Avec mes chats le courage pour pas crier de faille. Pour rester dans les biens quand nous serons dans la bataille. C'est la première fois pour moi que je pars au combat. Et j'espère être digne de la tenue de ta main. ravalait, toujours on surnommera.
Yeah, I guess these are moments we're gonna remember for a very long time.
No, I don't remember quite because I'm pretty sure that someone put something in my drink.
Somebody put something in my drink.
Somebody. No, rock and roll have like cycle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
rock is pretty
I don't know which cycle it was, but it was clearly not rock and roll.
You made me feel.
I like your beat. I like your groove, man.
You made me want to groove.
Yeah. I like the fact that you take off your t-shirt.
Oh yeah,
it was hot.
Strict.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, but there's always like moments like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty. Thank God for the iPhone.
Yeah, that was a couple of iPhones.
Yeah. You're not safe anywhere.
No, exactly.
Devices are following you.
Yeah.
There's always like every time there's something going on, and then okay, wait, and then you've got like 5 iPhones.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's live the moment.
Okay, do that again.
But it doesn't show in the video, but at the end I had 2 sticks. I was better.
Yeah, you really
wow.
Yeah, you didn't want to outshine like
no, Big Bird.
You're so humble.
Nice.
Thank you, man.
Well, it's really cool to see that, and there's something very special as well that's turned 1 year recently, and this is the secret family called Club.
Yes.
It's something that's very special. 1 year already. As we were saying a little earlier, we didn't see time go by. It went way too fast with everything that we lived. We had so many moments. But before we talk about it a little more, before we talk about, well, what happened during the year and what's coming up for the second year of the SFCC as well, I just want to have a look.
Can I say? Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's have a look at the video.
Let's go to the video.
Sorry, false start. Can I say?
That's the part that the nuts say.
Yeah, that's the next part now.
So let's watch a video to
Censorship.
have a little grasp on the spirit of the secret family called Club.
Nice.
All right, crazy SFCC members, we're welcoming you into your favorite enemies, heart and soul. Follow me. Follow me. We're gonna go there all together.
Actually, I think we've never seen so many people on the chat, all chatting, all sharing together during a digital date.
This is your place.
Cool.
So
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you stay tuned on the SFCC that you miss nothing, because there's a lot coming up on there. A lot of surprises, a lot of exclusive stuff coming up for you.
I'm spending an awesome time with my dear friend here. We're actually having our last romantic dinner together, as you can see.
Wow.
Already a year. It's crazy.
That went fast.
And watching this video reminds us
so
a lot
many
of
moments.
things. Yeah, and a lot of moments we lived. And digital dates, interviews with the bands. We talked about the lyrics of the songs. They went in studio with you.
Yeah.
And it was.
But this is really what we wanted to do. When people first asked us about, creating some kind of a fan club or something like that. We weren't very at first. Okay, well, what we need to do it our way, and not just like send like a T-shirt and hey, thank you for joining.
Welcome.
Yeah, exactly. We wanted to get the experience even further and to feed that proximity with a lot of excitements in life. To feed also the unexpected, because it's somehow it's kind of boring sometimes when you just like when you're planning so much ahead.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny to say that.
That's what
Talk to Jeff about that.
Really said that, especially for us. But just to say, okay, tonight if people are up to it, let's bring them in the studio. Say what? Yeah, let's do this.
And that's something we did, and reviews and
everything was we created our own.
Yeah.
From all the designs and everything. So you've been able to see that in the video. But this is really something that we're very proud of.
Mm-hmm.
That there is no like gimmick and
no.
So this is really what we wanted to do, and we really wanted to fill that gap. Sometimes you can be with the time zone and difference and and it's not always everybody that have time to follow the craziness of stuff on Facebook and Twitter and all those things. So the SFCC is just another vibe that you can share. You can send, you can connect with other members as well. So you can chat. Have I said things that are coming up?
Everybody home agrees to say that it's just awesome, to feel so close to you guys, and that you're always creative, finding new ways to get them involved and get them in studio, get them into special releases, exclusive stuff that are being shared. They feel so close to you, so that's very cool.
People gave us so much, and sometimes people can say, just like faithful. You hear that in seminars and all, how to become like the biggest, whatever in the whole world. But it's so silly, because when you really love the people and people really loves you in return, so then you can have a real communion. And I think that's the most beautiful part of it, that we're just allowing ourselves. It's just like we're doing it, amongst each other. Just to send emails, we're just like, hey, we're chatting. Jeff could be like right there. Hey, what's up, bro? I mean, this is just crazy. But this is the same thing with our people. And if it would be possible, we would invite everybody all the time. And I know that Seth's got like a whole lot of entertainment to share with the people.
Yeah.
Himself.
Yeah, exactly.
His world. A man full of surprise. And
And what can we expect for this other year that just started? Because we sent a video that there was a guitar. That was one, the last Bla Bla.
Yes.
Can we expect another one for this year? Or?
Yeah, inviting a guitar going dinner. Oh, it's so romantic, eh? You always paint the reality of rock in such a way that I always have to be there and put the limits. No, you cannot go there.
Maybe I should have danced with her. Like,
oh man, I would even not be surprised,
I thought about it first, but I thought dinner would be.
It was already that idea. So there's a whole lot of things coming up, and I don't know. It would be funny just to have like a full drum set.
Let's see that.
Full drum kit
with some funny to ship around the world.
With someone
especially
in the
for the neighbors. Oh, I received new drum kits from YFE. And then we can have like people that don't know us to get to know us and to hate us. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I hate those guys.
I'm living right beside that guy. Won your drum set. Yeah. Thank you.
So we're gonna have a whole lot of new things, and it's what's cool also about the SFCC is the fact that we have feedbacks from the people. So
it's really
what they want, and they want to. They're creating their own universe, and they in a way they're inviting us as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So and when can we have like can we chat and can I put some emphasis.
I like that.
Can we chat or things like that? I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
I would love to.
I heard some other rumors.
I would love to chat.
They're challenging us a lot.
You want to chat with me?
I heard some other rumors, this time concerning the package. For the year that's coming up.
Another package?
Yeah.
What a surprise. It's so not YFE style.
Yeah.
It's like a new t-shirt and with like a new tote bag and...
Not something like very special that I love.
Yeah, something
not a vinyl.
A vinyl.
Could it be? Could it be?
Just heard that rumors.
Yeah, it's just rumors.
Simply rumors, but who knows?
We'll see.
Rumors with your favorite enemies have a tendency to always come true. I don't know why, but
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so
we can see you, Alex.
No, I'm just like
I'm coughing.
It's so hot.
It's
hot here. I love those peanuts. They're so hot.
So I guess it's all going to be revealed in time, but there's a lot coming up.
It's all going to be
Just
send me like private message. Everything's going to be revealed in time.
Check your chat box.
Yeah. And time is just like in suspension with us, so who knows? It might be revealed right now, and I don't know. Let's chat about it. Let's chat about it. Yeah. Let's spin and chat about it. Anyway, I'm very sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let's chat and spin.
Let's spin the chat.
And there's something else very special that we're celebrating today. As just released some new jewels from the Red Crown Crane collection.
It's true.
It
is.
Yeah. So before we talk about this, I know we're all really excited. We all want to share them, want to show them. But we're going to watch a little video that presents the new jewel that are part of the collection. And we're coming back right after this.
So you can chat me in the meantime.
Yeah, while we spin.
Let's have a look at the video.
Look at some vinyls.
an amazing video.
Wow, incredible, eh?
Wow, that's
really amazing.
It's really special, really.
It just shows
like the vibe.
Yeah.
Like the vibe.
I think the video really represents the vibe of the whole, not only the collection, but also everything that we lived through the shooting.
Exactly.
All together, and it's just you can almost smell the life, you know, and feel the wind, and it's all your senses are solicited and in such a joyful and vivid way. I think it's really, really
it was a really special moment.
Yeah.
At that time as well, and. We have the jewels
here
with us, so Mrs. Bell, if you want to show...
Absolutely. I mean, so many people supported when we first released the Red Crown Crane collection, and so we're very excited to show the new jewels, the new colors. So we have green ones, these very hopeful.
Yep.
You know, hope has green often represent hope. So...
They're looking amazing.
And it's cool to see that everybody's like, oh.
Wow. Yeah, you didn't know.
It's great because this whole collection, because when we started, I think it was we wanted to honor life a whole lot, but now what we wanted to do was to incarnate that life. And I think that this, with the video, with the colors and everything we've been able to do was really not only representing that, but I think we've been able to live it in such extent that it was like uplifting us in an amazing way. So that was very, very incredible.
Yeah.
To feel that even on the set when we were taking pictures and shooting and. So even with the creation with Miss Isabel and Kaori as well, so we were talking about different designs. Okay, we need to do that. This is really what I want. And we started with the green one.
Yeah.
So Miss came and said, okay, what do you think? And I had like a particular color I wanted to have. So this one, not it. This one, no.
I can.
Look, this one is amazing. No. I don't feel it really. Okay, and then after a couple of ones, what do you want to feel exactly?
Well,
I don't know. You know, it's something that comes here. You know, just like it takes you by the guts. You know, just something inside.
I think it's great because it's all about communication and how we can share about something and to share about like your deep guts, your deep feelings, and then to create something out of that collaboration. It's really, really amazing. Yeah, I want to show you the next one.
Yeah, go ahead.
And there's something I'm very proud also is that the new necklace also is a bit more unisex, you know, like guys can wear it as well. And that was very important for me. Like I had so many people tell me, you know, I'd like to have something a bit different, maybe that would match more my style. So I'm sure this is going to be nice for many people.
It's really cool because right now we see like they're like in a kit with the necklace and the earring, but it's also available.
Yeah, separately. Completely separately. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is the black with a red line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And what is really amazing too.
They worked a whole lot on this one.
Oh yeah.
I like it. No, that's not it.
It's
I
very
don't like it. No, the idea was really. Let's get back to the original idea we had. That's all about the soul. No, it's not.
And what is really really cool about also is that when you read about the description about the names, each of the jewels have their own name, their own meaning. So
All identity,
exactly. And I think depending on who you are and what you're going through, you're gonna relate differently to each jewel. So
because this is what we this is always the way we're creating here. Not only with the Red Crown Crane, but the music as well. Always starts with this is the feeling that we've got. This is what we want to share. This is the idea. You know, this is the flashes we have. This is a little bit of a spark that we want to be able to consume through creation or music. And so this always starts with something that's very, I won't say like soulful, that it needs to be, sometimes it could be just like a little bit of a scream, could be a little bit of a whisper, but it always starts with a real commitment towards the feeling that we've got and the emotion that we want to share. And there's no compromise towards it. So that's why when we were communicating, especially with the black ones, we didn't want to only like, okay, well, like ones, everybody's gonna love it. It's not about it's not about loving it. It's about having, you know, having the ability to have those representing and really incarnate what we want to share with.
Yeah.
So it's not only like jewels for us.
Yeah.
It could be for everybody else, but for us, it started with something that was very deep inside our soul and in our
I will
heart.
always remember what you said in an interview about the Red Crown Crane. When you told Miss Isabel, well, I don't care if it's not beautiful. I only want it to be real, honest, and soulful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fashion. It's jewel. It needs to be beautiful.
Yeah.
We understood each other.
But finally, it gave something that has both it's beautiful, it's soulful, true, and honest.
Everything is there.
Yeah. Sometimes because sometimes when you pursue like only beauty, it could becomes like the enemy of soul.
Exactly.
So this is I think that we needed not only a balance, but it needed to be soulful.
Yeah.
So that's really because this is what was representing the Red Crown Crane as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Right, the next one is your favorite. Well, can we? No, we should not. We should
Okay,
not say.
The next one is my favorite.
You said it.
See, this is what you're creating.
I know, I'm
By holding everybody's back. No, when people should not say, they say.
They say,
You know? I need a
Lost your
vinyl in
power,
the
bro.
SFCC kit now.
I don't feel respected.
Okay, open it.
I'm gonna open
Before
it.
trouble starts.
Yeah. So the next one is one of my favorite. Yeah. And I will explain a bit why, but I think it's next week on the redcrowncranecollection.com, there's going to be a new interview that will explain each of the jewel.
On Monday. Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow already. Well, it's next week. This week, actually. Yeah. So, on the website, you're gonna have a video explaining in depth each of the jewel, the names, and everything. And so this one, there's kind of a flame inside the glass. And to me, it represents, the hope and also the passion, the fire that can be transmitted and that can be shared and that is, fragile, but at the same time so strong. Yeah. And there's something really special about it. Can I say it? About the little...
Don't look at me for restriction.
Look at Jeff.
Me, it's like, what? It's not already said.
It's already said. Actually, when the light goes off completely, it emits a very small, very subtle
halo,
light.
Light.
There's a glow in these.
Glow in the dark.
Yeah, it glows in the darkness. And to me, all about passion and all about hope, because the green ones also does that. Yeah. Is that even in the most darkest time, it's still there. It's still alive. It's still communicating and still shining. So to me, it's just the story of these. Are very special to me. So.
And it's cool because it's very subtle. So it's like a little halo.
Yeah.
You're the only one.
It really looks natural.
It's like your personal light that always shines. You know, even in the daylight, you're gonna shine, but even in the dark, you're still yourself, and you can. So.
And it's a necklace you're wearing today.
Yes, this is the.
This is one of them.
It is one of your favorites.
She's got 6 favorites.
Yes, I do.
There's Denise at home that recognize it right away, and everybody agrees to say that it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And Yukiko wrote something very nice saying that it's various colors for various hearts.
Yeah.
So it's nice that everybody will be able to relate to the description.
That's what
to
I
the
like.
colors.
Yeah, because everybody who shared about Red Crown Crane, people who adopted the collection, they each added their own colors. You know, it's not only about green or black, it's about who you are and what you're incarnating through them. So, and the sharing has been really amazing. And that's that's a big part of why we did more of these, because people inspired us so much.
No, that's very special. And to be able to do that, I know that, you know, they especially with Kaori and Miss Isabel, when we have like an idea and then we need to, you know, to create them or to give life to the idea is already a life in itself, but when it's time to have something that will not only represent it but will be that idea, that spark of life, that spirit. So that's another story. So that's why I think it's not. you can be fortunate because sometimes it's just like it's a happy accident when you're gonna, especially with the one with the flame. It's always like little happy accident because I know that we worked a whole lot on this one because we didn't want to be something that it's not about the representation. We're not. It doesn't represent anything. It is something.
Yeah.
So that was very, very important. So,
it's a huge difference.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. Exactly.
It's really cool to be able to see that, and like you said, they all have a name, different description. They have their own identity, their own personality, and it's all on the website. So if you want to have a look, I strongly suggest that you do have a look at these.
Amazing pictures in the video that we saw.
There are new pictures for the new jewels.
And the new pictures are truly like amazing.
And there are very special pictures because, as you said, it's also available for guys.
We have a new model as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, very.
It's not everything that needs to be said, though. You know that. You're right. You're right. No. You're right.
A very sexy model.
It's funny because without all of you knowing, I tweeted about it yesterday a lot, and I didn't say any names, but I see we have a new model. You guys should be. And people were so excited about it. It was really funny.
I think a lot of people will do like posters and font. Like
it's funny because there's no way. There's no way, like on something like the internet, that it will like involve like a little bit of sexiness and to be like exposed to the whole public. I mean, hey, this is internet, guys.
Yeah, this is
it's
pure.
clear that Mr. Internet won't allow this.
No.
Internet is
a
pure.
lot of stuff, bro.
Which side are you
guys, seriously, you should have a look at the website. There are lots of new pictures.
It's very deep.
All the descriptions as well are really soulful, really meaningful. You're gonna be able to get to know the collection a little better. Not only in these, but all the previous jewels that were already released. They all have their own names, their own identities as well. So make
it's
sure
the starting point. It's always a starting point.
On the wifey store, they're there.
Yeah. On the Red Crown Crane collection website.
So just have a look, and then it's not about buying, just about sharing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sorry.
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 Yeah. Sometimes
it's been revealed.
It's been revealed.
It's hard to make business, huh, Jeff?
And there's one more thing I like to talk about, not about the Red Crown Crane collection, but about a new release that we had actually last month in June, and this is the Root Down T-shirt.
Oh man, that
T-shirt. It was the first release of the ceremony in Jubilation. As we promised a lot of releases throughout the year about this project, and I want people to have a look at the little video just to introduce the T-shirt, the spirit, the vibe, and what it is all about. So we're gonna have a look at this, and we'll come back.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do that.
Because we're the wasted kids.
Chance for my fragile appetite to be fed by any special ambition. When dreams are broken and fading away, nobody's there in hopeless nights. So we're wasted kids, the faithless virgins, the wasted kids. So please tell me who you are. To drive myself out of city vengeance, to drive myself. So please tell me who you are. Leaving my blood to hit the sunset glow. I'm a rocking jet burning its way from old New York to shiny Frisco. A sonic rocket willing to play. 'Cause we're the wasted kids.
Your Favorite Enemies ルートダウン T シャツ。意味深いすべての旅には語られるべき故郷の物語がある。wifestore.com にて購入可能。7月13日金曜まで期間限定販売。
Wow.
That's a very meaningful.
Yeah.
For an incredible T-shirt that I have right here.
I love this T-shirt.
Yeah.
T-shirt that represent the roots of your favorite enemies, and
show the back as well.
Yep.
It's really cool.
And it's something that people really took for themselves as well. It was incredible to see how the people shared, posted pictures about this. And I mean, this t-shirt's like the roots of Your Favorite Enemies, but people are so much part of these roots, and they really took it for themselves.
It's funny because as we're getting back into the archives and everything, and we're recollecting so many memories as well. And it's funny to see that, you know, people always been, you know, centered in everything we were doing, parties, like all the different things. We were just talking about and remembering when we in different like Christmas and times that when we stayed there, you know, because some people were needed to have some cheer up, and so this always been that spirit. And it's just amazing to be able to share with so much more people now, and to have like a way bigger family, but the same spirit is there, and we can share as well, and just to have people to not only to take that for to get the ownership as well of all those moments, but to say, hey, I want to share that. So it's like it's so funny to see like one of my friend from Japan, she offered like a t-shirt, a Root Down t-shirt to her sister and her mother. So awesome. I was like, wow. And it was very, very special, because then, you know, we're writing like notes and then it was, okay, Seth, you cannot say, hey, dude. It's just, it was to Guru's mother. I was like, hey, you cannot say, hey, dude.
You need to show some respect.
You know, just like, cool down, brother.
I'm learning.
Show a little bit of respect.
But that's the cool part, because there are so many people that are part of this t-shirt, part of this story. I mean, we're not even to say that we're this, you know, the main actors of that story would be such a lie, because there were so many people involved. You know, some people they came and go, but this is all the moment that we've been able to share. That is so significant. We're having people coming back from MySpace and back in the days. Oh, do you remember, Alex? We used to talk together, you know, and all those moments. And you know, I'm doing this now. And some people that were maybe struggling back in the days, and now just like, you know, I've got my degree. Or other people just like, oh, you know what, my baby girl now, she's, you know, 2, and I'm so proud. And so this is, we're sharing life, and you cannot fake that.
No.
And that's the beauty of it,
it's
because
the real thing.
When you're faking, it will like fade away pretty quick. You know, it's the erosion of this ambitious way to live will just fade away. But when we're able to just to feed ourselves and to feed everybody with that spirit, I mean, that's quite incredible, because we do know, oh yeah, this is like Tsugumi's mother. We need to do something. Oh wow, this is like oh man, I can't wait to see. I remember when we talked, I can't wait to see Harry with this. So we're talking about, you know, people that we love by their name. You know,
it's really special, because every time someone orders, you all sign notes, but you all know them. As well. They're really. It's not like, okay, well, new order, new notes. It's really new order from that person. Okay, can we do something special? Okay, about the notes, everything is thought about. It's really like a close friend you're sending a gift to. Every time the package is sent.
We're having different friends as well, so it's a best way to introduce you know, this new person to the guys. And so you have Seth and say, that person, does she know me? She knows the band. Okay,
we
cool.
know.
Okay, bring me the pen.
Bring me the pen.
I will write.
I will write.
From me to you, Seth.
Yeah. A special hey from me to you.
Can you imagine?
Hey.
But it's really cool to see that, to be able to share this with the people. And well, this T-shirt is a limited edition, and it's the sale is going to be over on July 13th.
Yeah. Everybody was like, Friday. Oh no, wait.
So if you thought about buying one, now is the time. It's going to be over pretty soon.
It's very funny. Seth said, well, I don't think it's going to work at all. You should put my face on it.
You already have to.
It's a stamp of quality. This is what he said.
In the back,
it's a
stamp
of quality.
Now you know. Quite a big story around that, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you've got quite a big store for all the back catalog you've got.
All the back catalog. Good luck.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like, what should we do with the 20,000 extras of Ceph's T-shirt? And then Ceph, yeah, my T-shirts.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
And in Ceremony and Jubilation, that very special year, we have a new release.
Yeah.
That's announced today.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Something that's very special. It's very, very close to your heart. I'm really excited for you to talk and to introduce to everyone.
Just like I can wait to jump in.
This is.
Let's go.
Are
But
we
before
in
we
the
talk
not
about
say
this,
part?
Yeah.
We're gonna watch a video.
Cool. Oh, cool. Yeah.
It's an incredible video.
Nice.
Incredible video. So let's have a look at this, and we're coming back right after.
There's so many videos.
So many videos.
You want to talk more?
So much activities.
That's what you told me. And then I see your darkness, and then I see your darkness.
Juste faire le bridge, s'il te plaît. Juste voir. Over the deep waves of mine, oblivion, wonder. Can we ever rise, feel this kind of time? Everybody's gone. Non mais, tu sais, c'est comme... Après ça, toi, t'embarques tout de suite, là.
And now you can do it, and then you should
just do this.
And then you just.
Then you come in and
That shows that he kept
that's a
talking.
good part. I need to see I need to watch the videos before they're released.
No,
now.
but it's cool.
When you miss
it
words,
shows
music
how
talks.
close you are together, because you don't even need words to
Yeah,
be
exactly. It
understood.
just moves.
Yeah, just
And then
do
you
that.
need to do-
Now and after that,
And then after that, you should
like. Okay.
Okay, so what is this project about? Now is the time to talk, to explain, to tell everything you want. Like, everything.
Actually, this is a project we had for quite a while in our heart to do. That was something I wanted to do for quite a long time, and it was based on a picture, which is the cover the album that I saw many years ago that really like struck me. That was very something in there that really got me into it. So, and I was like, okay, we need to do something about it. But it kept, you know, we were so busy doing so different projects and doing different things. But it kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And that was a picture that was really part of almost my daily ritual of, you know, when you're just like meditating and you're talking, you're thinking, and you're just like, okay. So this is what it's all about. So when we were talking about celebration and jubilation, we wanted to be able to give life to that project that we had for a long time. And when we shared together, so that was that makes sense. You know, it was essential to the next step you know, of the journey. This is really a journey. This is really you're gonna be. I guess if this is what we kept talking, man, the people will be like a little bit like, okay, that's very unique and that's very special, and because it's really a journey.
It is very special.
Yeah. So every songs we took, and it's funny because even when we were performing some of those songs in the Bla Bla Bla, and to see the people reacting to it, we were kind of laughing for, you know, because you got it, and people didn't know that we were only slowly getting them, you know, starting the journey, and it will be for them to keep going, you know, on their own, and to share that journey with everybody else after. But that was really the meaning, and since we were able to plan that in advance, and just to really, okay, this is what we want to share, this is really what we want to do, okay, let's start, and, you know, seeding you know, that spirit with everybody.
It's so funny because the journey has been such part of our daily life that it's only when I saw the cover of the album actually that I said, well, this is the new Your Favorite Enemies album. Like, I just realized, you know, it was quite special.
That project is essential because without this, maybe you won't be able to fill the gap between what it used to be and what's coming up in October.
And it's
Jeff's about to have an heart attack, man.
But it's such an intense and deep journey in the music and in all the words. It's very powerful.
Yeah, and there's songs in there that we never played for anyone but ourselves, that we never released before, that never been played like that before as well. So just to go back to all those words first, because for me it always starts there, and to do some recollection of moments that we were going through back in the days, or that we were experiencing, and then and having like a different perspective, not to reject what used to be, but in the contrary, just to acknowledge that, and to just to be able to let go, and then, okay, this is where we are now.
Yeah, that's part of this year as well, of celebration for us, you know, because we look at this in such a positive and hopeful way, you know. All those moments that Alex is talking about, also all those words that came through the years, the past years, now to put them in music and to share them, and with that perspective that we have now, and that those relationships, it's just, for me, that's a big celebration. That's Jubilation, and that's only the kickstart of that year, you know.
Yeah.
So
and there's like pieces of poetry as well, in French with music. So this is like a very, very special project. This is very special. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Could we have the name of that very special project?
Well, maybe we should have Jeff, you need to.
That's it. It's done.
Me.
That's it, Jeff. Let's go. Let's do it.
Wow. So
it's called. It's the same. It's the same.
I was just wanting to make sure. Always for a surprise, like,
it's a new one. It's the same name.
Exactly. It's called a Vague Souvenir.
Yeah.
It's called Vague Souvenir. Yeah. And I think it's just in those two words. It's a
lot of emotion.
Yeah. There's so many things in there, and that once you press play of the first song, it's like a long story like a book or like a movie, or you cannot just press pause or stop or go do something else. You really need to enjoy and go through the whole thing, because it's every words, every single notes in there are so deep, soulful, and meaningful, and to I guess it's the kind of thing, you know, that you listen to depending on where you're at in your life. The more you're gonna get through it, and it's gonna be something, and it's really, you know, for us, I mean, it's
because this is exactly what we experience.
Yeah,
exactly.
To go back, some of those, you know, some of those songs have been written, you know, in maybe the first year of the band.
Wow.
You know, in moments that were very, very significant for us, and you need to.
Sorry, I'm just like.
You're right.
Emotional. If you put your hands on
it. Man, you just put your hands on it. I want to touch you.
Can people see the titles that are on the back?
I don't know.
What about having a surprise?
I think they can, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of surprises.
Wow.
There's a whole lot of surprises coming up. There's a whole lot of surprises coming up. Jeez. Thank you, little juice. So so there's it's like Jeff says, this is not something that you can. It won't help you doing like the cleaning your place.
No, exactly.
No.
This is a different vibe.
Something
this
you
is
take
very.
time to listen to.
This is very. I hate to say like mellow, because it's so heavy in so many ways, and every word is very. It's very personal, but it's very.
It's lived and felt.
Inclusive
story.
as well. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just trying to go in the same direction, and it's a lived and felt story.
Yeah.
It's really special to be able to finally hold this in our hands, to be able to present this to the people, to share this with the people. Is obviously, as we were saying a little earlier, they also are part of everything that you lived in the past years, and they're also a part of everything that's contained on that album. As well. And so it's available right now in a pre-sale. The official release will be on July 31st.
Yes.
And I have here everything that we have and that's associated with the Souvenir project. So we've got the album.
It would be like, like some kind of a single. It's called a 7-inch.
7-inch.
Yeah, this is, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, vinyl?
Yeah.
The spin thing.
And we have a T-shirt as well. Very special, a really beautiful T-shirt.
Yeah. Wow. We wanted everything to not only like the Red Crown Crane. We wanted everything that we were doing for Souvenir to be able to not only to represent, but to be what we were experiencing, what we wanted to share, and everything we talked about. Because this album. There's a whole lot of conversations and discussions and prayers and meditation and not even arguments this time, because it wasn't about what fits. Does it fit? Is it cool? Is it? We never had that conversation.
No.
You know, is it dated? Is it too like this way? Or it wasn't that at all. And when everybody was coming with a little piece of his soul and was sharing, and it was enough to say, okay, let's do it, let's do this. So it wasn't like, okay, does it sound right? Do we have like all the coolest like new like guitar effects? And it wasn't that at all. Moose was coming and said, okay, you know, I had this vibe, so can we do something about it? Yeah, let's do it.
That's the way it should be, man.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. Yeah.
And now we also have a tote bag. Represents the spirit, the vibe of Souvenir.
Perfect to put like vinyls.
Perfect size.
Yeah.
Could that mean something?
I don't know. I'm just trying to.
The word vinyl is
I'm just trying to put some emphasis.
I love blah blah blah.
And we're having special pins as well. Well.
But all those buttons, it's cool because it's always something that people are asking for.
I'm very excited about it.
So sometimes it's cool because everybody understands that we're all on the same page with everybody. This is what I love, because people say, oh, I'm not only collecting like Your Favorite Enemies buttons, but it's something that I can just
wear and bring
with
me
exactly.
everywhere.
Some people even said, well, I usually never wear this, but when I saw these, I had to find somewhere to put them where people would see them
when it
and
means
would
such,
notice. And
it means something
when
to
it's
you.
so meaningful to you. It's just
it's really cool, really special. So that's all available right now. On the YFE store. And once again, I invite you guys to go and read the descriptions.
Because it's really about that.
It's really about that.
About the soul.
Otherwise, it would only be like, just like publicity to go and buy my crap, you know. But this is really, if you only have, it's not even about buying. It's only about sharing it. And you can go and to read all the description, what it's all about for us, and how can you add your colors to it, and then we can share all together. Because what I love is, so I receive so many messages from people like, okay, yeah, I've read this, and okay, for me it means that. What do you think about it?
Wow.
And I think it takes a lot of courage sometimes to share, because people always have that false representation of who we are. So, if I'm sending this to Alex, he will think that, you know, it's not cool, or, you know, just maybe it's not as poetic as it should be, or just cut that crap. I mean, I'm not any different. When it's honest, it's what it is. It doesn't have to be, you know, you don't need a whole lot of words to say, you know, this is what I feel. You only need to say, well, this is what I feel, and it's enough. It's enough to connect. That's the starting point. And after that, there's shades, there's different colors, there's different shapes. This is the beauty of sharing. This is the beauty of the communion we're having with the people. And the music is the connection, but the words are the starting point for me.
Wow.
So you can, you know, we can share about this. You don't have to be like a super good like musicians. You don't have to be like a good songwriter. Or it's all about the heart and the soul. And then, are you ready to share? Do you want to take that chance? Because it's always a chance that you're taking. Even for us, you know, this project is, how many times we say, well, and that's probably my insecure part of my brain said, do you think people will? And then Ben was like, man, this is freaking amazing. Why are you so doubtful? No, I'm not doubtful. I just want to make sure that we'll be able to connect with the people. And said, yeah, we're connecting here, right? Yeah. We're people. Yes. We're connecting with the people right now. Yes.
Well, I can tell you, Alex, everybody home is very excited. And there's Yutaka that said something very interesting, Yutaka from Japan, saying that he's thankful for the creative relationships that you have amongst one another, and with everybody that has the opportunity to share the music, to share everything that's crafted from your relationships. So.
And you know what's funny? That's something very important that I wanted to tell about this picture, is the fact that it's one of my friends from Japan, Satomi, who took that picture. And a lot of people told me, well, you need to, in that business, there's so many like frauds, if I can say, you know, people that are they're putting a lot of titles to their name for, I don't know what reason, but when I saw that picture, it was on a MySpace profile back in the days in 2007. And I said, wow, I was struck by what she was doing. Old Polaroids, like totally like left, like on a page, like totally hidden amongst so many other things. And then I discovered that like a treasure. And for me, it always been like something very, very precious. And I've been able to reconnect with her through that project and say, okay, you know, we already talked about doing something with your pictures. And that was so funny. She said, yeah, but Alex, I told you, I'm not a professional photographer. And I said, thank God. You know, thank God. This is real. This is a moment. This is something, it's not packaged. You know, it's not something that, you know, you don't have to pretend. This is as honest as it could be, and this is what really struck me in the first place. So I would be very thankful and very honored if I can, you know, not even use it. It's to say use would be so diminishing of what it is, because it's been with me for so long. So can I just like share that with everybody? Yeah. You know, I don't want to keep that for myself. I just want to share that with everybody. And yeah, so we and she sent me so many other pictures. That's sorry guys.
Such an incredible story.
But it is. But this is the real deal. This is sharing. This is, you know, you're going on. You're not doing like promotion. You're connecting with someone on such a deep level that you keep even through distance. You keep that in mind. And then when you got back in touch, and it feels like yesterday that you last talk, and then okay, yeah, I'm doing this, and oh, I've done like so many other pictures, and because she posted everything back in the days, and I was like, do you have new pictures? and she sent me like, oh, Alex, you sounded like a fan. I am, because you saw something, and somehow something in your heart tells you, I want to take that. I want to capture that moment in order to be able to share it with everybody. So, and it was so real that a guy from Montreal, far away, like a total stranger, for so much perspective, and then suddenly I'm just like blown away. I'm just like turned upside down in my heart about that picture. Yeah. This is, if it's not about sharing, I don't know what it is. Really.
And now there's something else very special you want to share, all about music with the people. And here I'm talking about live performance.
The music itself.
Of some of the songs that appear on this album. So I hope you're ready, guys. This is coming very soon. We're going to go and watch the Chaos and Communion.
Already?
As you are getting ready.
Can we still talk about... and we're having like drinks.
Okay, we're going to go and watch the Chaos and Communion. As you're getting ready, then it's going to be a live performance, and we're coming back with you for the special contest that we have today.
Nice. Have I said 5 songs?
So,
I think you did.
Let's watch the video.
I think you just did.
So welcome to our sanctuary. This is what we call our little upper room. This is where we gather for special projects, or when we just want to have a good time together, you know, be way beyond the recording and everything, but just for the sake of sharing a moment and to be close together. So we're very fortunate actually to have this little place of ours. So in a very big place like this, we managed to get closer and closer. And this is very, very important. So this is my place here. Not too messy. I don't need a whole lot of things. So just lyrics and things to dub a bit of ideas. Get my little things here. Here, this is the spaceship. Seth, the mad scientist, who's I'm still wondering how he's managing all that. There's so many lights, so many pedals and effects. So this is really his world, and it's great that we can, beyond all the technicals, that we can connect as well. So that's very important. And we've got Moose in his space, because Moose had the tendency we need to isolate the man because he's quite passionate and intense. So he's bringing the quietness to just another level. So we need to take care of that. So, but still we can see each other, which is very important. So you've got Ben's place here with the guitars and everything. Hey guys.
Hey man.
Hey. Jeff, Miss Isabel over there. So this is really the very special, very special place for us. and it goes way beyond the recording or anything. This is really what we want to share, what we want to build together. That proximity, that's very important for us. So I was just showing around.
Okay. Yeah. The very holy sanctuary.
Yeah.
Of art, but it's cool because you can feel how, you know, quiet and peaceful it is. But when we're all here, all together, it goes to such another. I mean, it's like if it was you don't want to leave, you know.
It's just a different vibe, and here it's so quiet. Even when we're talking together, you can feel that there's no need to scream. And when we're rehearsing or just like writing songs or just being together, and when you feel there's an urge to do scream or to be more passionate, you know, it could be like with your voice or with, you know, the guitar, the instruments. So then, you know, that it's not that it's more meaningful, but when it's time to break the silence, it needs to be honest and real, because it's not something that naturally, even when we're talking, you know, we've just got some kind of a reverence when we're sharing the moment. So that's very important. And here, this is the moment that we were crafting everything way before finding like chords and words, and this is the birthplace of everything when we're together.
And especially, I think the way we're crafting things, that setup is not only amazing, but it's kind of needed to have that place where we can just be focused. Like every time we're working on a song, and before you give us like a blog, you write blogs about like the meanings of the song and how deep it touches. So when we come here, we're already in the mindset of this, and we're already trying to touch the soul of something, and not only, okay guys, let's play music and let's do some songs. No, it's we're really trying to touch the soul of it. And so
well, I think what's very cool with that proximity that we've got now is the fact that even if I'm saying like sketches of ideas about the meaning, and everybody can add the colors that he wants, and when we're sharing all together, so this is really when the magic happened, and just when we just lay off of ambition and just like, you know, musicianship, or, you know, just okay, it's all about like having like creating a stellar performances. It's really about that connection, and that spirit is very like this is funny because it's not our relationships that are fragile, but that mood that we want to touch, this is very fragile. Like if we wanted to somehow to touch a spirit or something, I don't want to get into like Twilight Zone type of things, but
no, but this is true, man.
This is what it is, and so it's very fragile in a way that when you're not able to lay down your fears or your doubts, or lay down your maybe insecurities. So when you're not ready to lay down what might hold you back from this very special place, so then it's not the same, because everyone needs to be not at the same level or at the same place, but everyone needs to be you need to let go of everything that might hold you back. So this is very special, and when we're able to touch that all together, that's something very unique.
It's magical.
Yeah, that's very unique.
Sometimes we can like have just some parts last for so long just because the vibe there, but we're kind of touching it, and it's so priceless and precious, because just the six of us to be there, like, you know, exactly there. It's when that happens, man.
It's a place you want to dwell in.
And we can spend like hours and hours here without even wondering about, you know, the whole state of the world or whatever. You know, this is what it's so fulfilling, but it's not. It's fulfilling on a personal level, but it's not. It doesn't exclude what's going on. In the contrary, this is what we share all together, and understanding then there's a part for, not even an equal part, but there's a part for you, whatever you might need, you know. So it's not about is it equal or not. It's about, okay, I let go of everything, and okay, let's put everybody's ego on their knees, and let's build together. Let's share, and then we're gonna see how much it will be. How we're gonna be uplifted in a way. So this is quite special for us, and to be able to touch that. And I think that depending on, it's not about the projects or about the songs. It's really about that spirit. And when we're able to touch it, then we don't want to let go of. And we can play
hours,
a song like things. 6 hours,
and
then
the same song.
And then we're just like.
But you're always touching it a different way. Every time you're playing it, you're always touching something different. So.
And I think that's even what we've been able to build all together when we were on tour or when we were playing concert. There's no difference, because it's funny, many people can say, well, man, I've seen like 3 nights in a row I've been to see Your Favorite Enemies live, and it's very crazy because they're never like playing the song the same way, the same. So this is not about the format. This is really about, okay, this is how we feel together, and let's see if it's real enough and honest enough that we can share that with the people, and then we can all together, you know, as one, have a communion, and the song is kind of the excuse that we've got, you know, that we just to share all together, and it starts here. Because you cannot, this is not something that you can fake. This is not something that you can just like create.
And it can disappear in such a...
it's very fragile. And it's true, because one of the songs we kind of rehearsed before recording it, and we were kind of, okay, that's the song we're ready to record, and we came back here, and then we performed, and we realized that we could go a little deeper and further, so we just stayed here for like 6 or 7 hours, digging and just, you know, going further. And those little beautiful chairs were reminding us, hey, buddy,
we're still made of flesh.
Like I can't walk anymore.
But we didn't care, because we knew that we were going,
there was no,
you know,
like conception of time or like what else do we need to do now, or it was just like, it's funny to see how sometimes the things that you don't want to let go, when you really let go and you come here and you just let yourself into the spirit of the music, the things you wanted before, you don't need them. You feel so uplifted that all the things that you worry about, whatever you like, it gives like perspective, because you really touched something that was like deeper than what you were expecting.
Exactly.
And I think everybody kind of wear or kind of hold like shiny coals that you have, and that you feel like it's precious or something. And when we're arriving here all together, this is the I think that the way we're offering ourselves to each other is by, you know,
that on the side,
putting that away. All those shiny things that we think that are so precious, but they're nothing, and it's worthless, and it's doesn't matter anymore. So when you're able to touch that, you're so excited, but in a very fulfilling way. It's very sacred.
And it's like when it finished, when we don't want to leave each other. So like, okay, guys, well, awesome night. See you tomorrow. We just go together somewhere else and keep talking about it.
It brings our relation
further.
It
really does.
We're hugging each other. It's like we just lived. It's like we were on at a concert, but you know, it's very special.
It is.
And you don't need the whole like sound system to be like the loudest as you can. You know, just like, okay, let's turn everything to 11 out of 10, and then we feel like, oh, because it's so loud, then we feel there's something going on, when actually, you know, it's nothing. You're trying to compensate for something that you're not able to
to touch for whatever reason. And it's not like coming here, we're always touching it, but our personal responsibility when we come here is to be disposed to be touched and to touch that all together. So this is not about the instruments, this is not about the techniques, this is not about the volumes, this is not about, is that heavy, you know what I mean? Just like, so, okay, let's do something that we will feel that everything will tear apart, just no, we just realize that when we're allowing ourselves to be very, very stripped down, so then we can touch something that it's heavier than everything we ever touched. Exactly. And yeah, we can be quite heavy. Yeah, I'm talking for Seth here.
Don't get us wrong. Loud is cool sometimes too.
Yeah, especially when we can get that spirit into something that it's not only loud but it's meaningful. That's pretty. This is what we're always like expecting to touch.
Yeah.
So this is our little space here. So hope you liked it. Waiting for the other guys. It's funny to talk about like the proximity that we've got all together
without being all together.
Everybody's there. Yeah.
So on the set of the Bla Bla, the live show, here are your favorite enemies performing Vague Souvenir. Wow. And it's been quite a
heartfelt moment.
Yeah, wow. That's the least we can say. It's been a very special 5 songs we had never heard before. Wow.
And all of them sharing different emotions. We're still in the shock.
Yeah, I guess we can say that it's kind of hard to just put in words everything that's been lived through these songs, and we could see it and on the chat as well, to be able to share this very special moment with the people, with you guys at home, sharing feelings, sharing our hearts with you like that is something that that we'll never cease to amaze each and every one of us, and to be able to have that freedom to just do that, to know that it's family, it's home, so we can just be ourselves and be free. And it's truly a very incredible moment. And,
we're glad you've been there to share that moment with us.
No, it's been reading you in the chat, feeling, seeing all your emotions going by as well. It's been truly incredible. And this proximity we were talking about earlier in the show, I mean, that was totally it. I mean, couldn't get even real than this. It's been, it's kind of hard to go over the emotions right now. But thank you very much for sharing these moments.
Hello?
We're not gonna let you cry alone live.
Exactly. It would be terrible. It would be another song that I need to write about, like forgiveness and letting go.
But these were good tears.
Wow. Yeah. We're getting very emotional. I'm scared, but it's gonna leave us. Wow. My coffee over there. That's my You know, this is just like a kid. You know, you need something to hold. It's like security or something. Okay. Wow. So it was, it was special for us just to share those songs, and I think you can feel a bit of what we wanted to share with the people with this very special project, and it's funny because when we were talking about that, Ben and I, the other day, and that was so essential to have that album, because there's a huge gap in our story that we had to go back home and to get back together, and not to reinvent ourselves, but to say, okay, what's going on? Who are we now? Are we so far off track? And what have we become? You know, what's that? What's that for? And is it worth fighting for that? And when we were realizing that we were not far off, maybe we weren't looking in the right place, and you know, in the midst of all the darkness that can, you know, just choke you sometimes, when you stop and you just look at the light that's at your feet, when you don't see it, we realize that maybe we weren't looking in the right place. You know, we weren't looking in the right direction, and I think that album was a well-needed moment to share. You know, some people go to therapy, and well, for us, it's the only thing that we know is to put, you know, is to craft words and to try to be as honest as we can when we're writing those songs, or when we're making other people's songs ours, when we're writing poetry, or when we're just dubbing words here and there. So that was a well-needed project for us.
Yes.
And it's funny because there's a lot of emotion, but this project, we've never been so joyful. We've never been so joyful.
That's so true.
So it's the whole project has been so amazing, and you know, just to share time with everyone, and in the middle, in our little upper room, and it's a big place here, but we always manage to gather in small places to be closer, because my strength is at my right, is at my left, you know, and this is my brother's. So
it's funny because you were saying it's like I need something to hold on to after performing and everything, but what people didn't see is that right after coming off stage, we were back there and just hugging each other so tight. I mean, this is, you know, we're still together and we'll be together forever, and this is, to me, that's what, that, like you're saying, you know, here's my brother at my left, at my right, and you know, if we can share that and inspire others to find that and to seek for that, I mean, you know, those songs will be more than worth it. Yeah. You know, and this band will be more than worth it. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, it's been quite a ride. It's been quite a ride. Yeah. So that's good. Ben said, I think it was in an interview, he said, when we get back brothers.
Yeah.
Remember that?
It said we were like close friends. We became strangers, and after that we came back brothers.
So all that in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's funny sometimes, you know, we have the tendency to believe that we know each other, but you never know, you know, as much as maybe you should, or maybe, or probably you could, but nonetheless, I think that for us, just discovering each other every day, this is really what it's all about. And that was, you know, just to make peace with so many things. Yes, that's important. You don't need to, you know, because there's so many, I mean, we're looking at all the videos that we have over the last 5-6 years. There's always crazy things you know, and those were genuine and true and honest as well. But human nature being what it is, sometimes you have the tendency to remember what fits, and what fits needs to be the reason to explain your loneliness or your desperation, or, you know, or to point the finger at somebody else for your own despairs. So I rather point a finger at me and look at my own failures, my own shortcomings, and then, like I said, an old noisy friend, O.N.F for Tsugumi, was waiting for this very special song. And like I said, I'm on my knees. Those days are gone, I must believe. But it's on your knees. You know, it's the humility that you need to have. You know, it's not in the religious sense, but when you let your heart and your soul kneel, and just, okay, this is what I'm about. This is what I'm living, and then the confession leads to something very powerful, which is the liberty that you're gonna have. You know, that comes with the redemption, and then you need to live according to that, because forgiveness is a gift that not a lot of people might give. You know, but it needs to start with your own self. But that's the biggest of all challenge, I guess. You know, so yeah, it's Vague Souvenir, leading to something that will be released in October, I guess, in some places in the world. So, because Seth said, well, that's cool to cry, but we need some rock and roll too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for sharing this moment, for sharing this journey with each and every one of us. Just before we end the show, we have our special contest.
I thought that we had like some touring dates to see or to say. Sorry.
Well, I've been briefed not to talk about this.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So Australia, Japan, China, all those countries.
We won't talk about that now?
Not now, I don't think so.
Meaning that you mean that all the people in Australia, that might be like, what? Your Favorite Enemies is coming to Australia for the first time to tour.
And they're not going to hear that today.
They're not going to hear that. Okay, well, if they don't.
If we can.
This is what Jeff told me. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool.
What about
Jeff had a free meeting?
We have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to wait a bit.
I'm going to take some fruits.
Until the next Bla Bla.
They're coming down.
And you know, Australia is so close to some places that some places that I love, and one little island called home.
Yes.
Contest. All right, let me introduce it. Let me help you here. This is Bunny Prince Billy. He's one of my favorite artists. Talk about a genuine guy. We performed I See a Darkness. It's what I love about this album, there is no production. This is a guy, you can hear him like sitting on his piano bench, sing.
That's awesome.
Out of tunes. This is just the words, and this is the feeling. This is one of my favorite album, actually. So genuine that you just wonder. But it's funny because I'm gonna give you a little secret here. Those guys are so good musicians, okay? Me, I don't have any clue about what they're doing. I'm just pretending. I'm just showing off about being so cool, and I'm in a band, and I've got now long hair, so I can be sorry, Amanda, by the way. And but those guys are so talented. So they were like, Alex, but this song doesn't have like the structure of it. It's just so weird. I said, yeah, this is amazing, right? I said, yeah, but it doesn't make any sense.
It's hard to follow.
I said, yeah, this is what it is. The guy just went there, he sits, sing what he has to say, shared his heart, just poured his soul out. That's it, It's recorded?
It happened, yeah. It was recorded.
All right, cool. That's it. We've got one track. You know what I mean? And this whole album is about that. And it's not about following rules. It's not about following like all the right patterns and to pretend like you're so amazing. It's just about sitting on a bench and sharing your words. That you had poured your heart and soul into. So, yeah. I hope you love when I'm suggesting, a few artists. I guess you already know Katy Perry and Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber. So I told myself, well, all those all-time favorites might be, we might try something else as well.
Genuine.
Yeah. And Jonathan Rice as well, that we perform.
Amazing artist.
Seed on Fire. So
So somebody's gonna win that.
So okay,
right?
Yeah.
Contest. He doesn't want to give it away.
Yeah. Oh, you think that I look? You think it's not genuine? It's my brother Henry from Indonesia.
Oh wow!
Nice. Congrats, Henry.
Indonesia.
So
there you go, brother.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who knows? We might stop there.
Yeah. Who knows?
To Australia, Japan, China.
It's in the neighborhood.
Indonesia, maybe South Korea, Russia.
But let's say it's something we won't talk about.
Yeah, exactly. This would be. We're gonna have like a meeting that we're gonna be very tight, like. So that's it for you, Henry. I'm sure you're gonna love it.
Well, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
For being here with us, for sharing your hearts once again with each and every one of us. It's been a truly incredible, uplifting show that we've had, a great moment that we shared all together. So the next Bla Bla will be in September. So we're taking a little break for the month of August. So until then, guys, make sure you do follow up because there's a lot of things that are coming up. A lot of releases, a lot of...
I heard a lot of distortion, a lot of beats and very loud music as well here. So yeah, we need to.
Oh yeah, baby.
And make sure you do visit the YFE store for the Root on T-shirt, the Red Crown Crane website.
And the Vague Souvenir.
As well. And make sure you check out Vague Souvenir. Read the descriptions. They're amazing. They're going to make you travel all around the projects and their different souls and meanings. So thank you very much. And see you again in September.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Love you so much.
What? That's it? It's over already? Really? What? It was short. No, it was okay. It was okay. It's not you. It's not you. It's okay. It's not you.